off to finish the rest of this film. By finish, I mean start filming, because we haven't even started it. Surely this film can't go horribly wrong when we're trying to catch a murder in the middle of it.
Ayaka, Yoimiya, you're already here!
Good
Now
morning.
imagine the lead actors need to show
Xavier
up
said
first.
yesterday afternoon went well.
Yeah, and how about you, Ayaka? What were you up to yesterday?
They went diving
After
into
we
this.
split up, Ayato went to see Udex Nervillette at the Palais Mermonia. I was originally thinking of going with him, but he said he could manage it himself.
That motherfucker could
He
not
told me
manage
to
that.
go see the sights around Fontaine and to enjoy the local culture. So I rode the aqua bus with Yoimiya and visited the opera house on Aranias Island.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe what we saw there! 2 mechanical puppets that were dancing together! You've already seen them, right?
Yeah, the Dirge of Copelia and the Nemesis of Coppelius.
Yeah, those two! Amazing, aren't they?
Yeah, giant robots dancing actually is pretty cool. You don't see that too often.
We sat and watched for quite a while. It was mesmerizing. Like we could keep watching them forever.
Oh, it was the same for us the first time we saw them too!
Nah, bro, I thought about sucking up those things up
Afterwards, we
immediately.
went swimming at the beach! Well, diving, to be exact.
There you go, so they
It was
did
the
that.
first time I ever breathed underwater! I held Ayaka's hand and we
That's gotta be a
counted
meta
down
joke.
together. 3, 2,
Oh,
1,
wait, never mind.
and then splash! We were beneath the waves.
For some reason, when she said the first time she breathed underwater, I thought she meant the first time she's been underwater. I was like, what? No, yeah, because you can't breathe underwater. No.
At first, I didn't dare to open my mouth. But once I couldn't hold my breath any longer, I decided to take a big breath in. Turns out the water wasn't as salty as I imagined. It didn't really taste like anything at all. Before I knew it, I was breathing like normal down there. It was an amazing feeling. Ayaka said I was too nervous and needed to loosen my grip. She got used to everything way faster than I did.
Y'all motherfuckers swimming in that full-ass outfit?
I knew that the
Ain't
traveler
no
could
way
do
you
it,
can get that shit wet.
so I had no doubt we could do it too. That helped me feel at ease as soon as we dove in. The underwater world in Fontaine truly is beautiful. I love seeing the romaritime flowers blossoming underwater, like little candles lighting up the streets at night.
Kind of crazy when you think about that. Vision holders can just do this. They can dive directly underwater and breathe in underwater. But people who don't need dive suits because they can't breathe in the water without a vision. That's just bizarre.
Yeah, and there were so many creatures that we've never seen in Inazuma. Like those fish that shimmer like a sword blade. Whoosh! Oh, and those big fish that call when they see people.
Her and her damn
Oh, you mean
onomatopoeias.
Hunter's Race and Blubber Beast!
I just love the name Blubber Beast. Just wait till Pops and the others hear about this. They probably won't believe a word I say.
Oh, at
Yoimiya
least
was
think about
down there
jokes
for
doesn't work.
quite a while. It was dark before we finally rode the aqua bus back to the city. I figured she'd want to sleep in today.
Sleep in. She's just his director's assistant, bro. She
Yeah,
gotta do work.
Even I was worried that I wouldn't be able to get up. I still felt like I was drifting in the waves when I went to sleep last night. But as soon as I woke up today, I remembered that we'd all be shooting a film together, and I was ready to go.
Speaking of the film, where's everybody else?
It's actually, this of course feels like a nice vacation.
My brother and Xavier were speaking to the restaurant owner about using the place as a filming location. They should be here soon.
Ooh, I wonder
As
what
for
scene
the
we're gonna
others,
film.
We're here.
What are those goddamn shoes? How do you
Please
balance
excuse
yourself
my
about
tardiness. I just finished the Special Patrol's 6-mile morning jog.
6 miles?
6 miles?
That's not a lot. Do that every Friday at school. Shit's not that
so
bad.
tired. I heard you all chatting, so I decided to come down. I sure could use some of that endless energy everyone else has.
Yeah, she always seems to be
everyone.
sleeping.
Morning. Can someone fetch me a cup of coffee? More milk, hold the sugar.
Sure. I'd be happy to do that for you.
Nah, let the director's assistant do it.
You can't go anywhere. Please, have a seat over here so I can get started on your makeup. Ugh, the last thing I want is coffee stains on my costumes.
I can get the coffee. It's the perfect job for an assistant.
Damn, bro. Join me as the PA. Well, I guess the DA in this case.
So much energy. Seriously, what's her secret?
Oh, your
Being
hair's
dinky.
always like that. But you sure look exhausted, Farina. It's because you're not used to waking up so early, huh?
Of course not. I spent the whole night reading the novel from cover to cover, marking sections that either need to be omitted or adapted.
Wow. Paimon didn't expect you to be so
Isn't
thorough.
the script already written? Wouldn't you have to read through the script to do that, not the book?
Well, I was the biggest star in all of Fontaine after all. It takes more than just a pretty face to earn a reputation like that. I know how to get serious when the situation calls for it.
And that's more than the
I
modern
went
world.
all out when I was acting as an
All
archon.
you need is a pretty face.
So why wouldn't I do the same for my own life?
Here's your coffee, Director Farina.
Damn, a first-person coffee perspective.
Oh, thank you. The sound of being called director.
How is she bouncing that
And
hot-ass
the
plate, bro?
aroma of coffee.
On one hand, bro.
Feels almost as refreshing as hearing the birds chirping in the morning.
Ah, it seems everyone has managed to arrive on time.
Except for you, bro.
We've reached an agreement with the restaurant owner. We are free to use the second floor to shoot our film.
Second floor only?
That's great!
With the scene we need needs to
He
go
is
to the first
really
floor.
looking forward to our film,
Oh, okay.
and hopes that providing his restaurant as a filming location will attract more customers. Well then, Mr. Xavier, I'll leave the rest to you.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, thanks. Bro,
First,
sounds like my
I'd like to
commentary, bro.
introduce our new members. This is our prop manager, Veronique. She'll be in charge of all the film's props and items.
Okay.
And this is Bonneau, our lighting technician. He'll be in charge of lighting and illumination to set up each scene's atmosphere.
Oh, he got that undercut, modern-ass
Sure
haircut, bro.
feels like we have some real professionals joining the crew now.
You implying I'm not a
First of all,
professional?
please allow me to first express my sincerest gratitude to everyone in the crew. When my investor informed me yesterday that he wouldn't be able to provide the funds, I really thought that this was the nail in the coffin for this film.
I would have thought it would be
I
too.
had no idea that I'd find so many people willing to help me on such short notice. Thank you. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart.
No need to be so cordial, Mr. Xavier. We're all honored to be a part of this.
Your works made a profound impression on me when I saw them back in Inazuma.
Mainly because films
I
haven't
am
been
sure
around that
that
long.
someday, this film will be remembered as a prime example of cultural exchange between Fontaine and Inazuma.
The first films ever made.
The story
Nah,
is
bro.
the
That shit's gonna be
reason
lost
I
to time.
agreed to join. I can't bear to even imagine what this film would look like without the very best director.
Anyway, I would like to make a promise to everyone that as the producer of this film, I'll do whatever I can to ensure that everything goes as smoothly as possible. This is not just my film. It also embodies the thoughts and feelings of every person here, as well as the endless effort we are about to pour into it. So, without further ado, the Two Musketeers will officially begin filming now! You may take it from here, Director Farina.
Let's see how this is gonna play out.
All right, listen up, everyone. The first scene takes place when the two young musketeers are living at the Baron's home, still unaware of all that is about to happen to them. We'll need props and lighting to set the scene. Our lead actors can go get their makeup done, and extras, please take this time to go over your positions.
Whoa. Seems Farina's really kicking things into gear as the director.
Do not talk over
Is
the director,
everyone
please.
clear? I don't want anyone traipsing around the set like umbrella finches. All right, cameras will start rolling as soon as the set is ready. Let's make a film that'll make some serious waves in Fontaine. Not the kind of waves that drown people. I mean, the good kind of waves.
Very nice.
Seems like she's still a bit traumatized by that.
Yeah, I'd imagine it took 500 years, bro. You don't get over that real easily.
Anyway, let's go see if there's
Let's go fuck up the set. Oh no, I mean, let's fix up the set. From reality inside? Yeah. Hey, let's go chat with everyone.
I don't need any help here. Why don't you try asking someone else?
Damn, bro, okay. What's going on over here?
Ah, so this is what a musket looks like.
That's not really a musket.
Not exactly.
Yeah, exactly. That's not a musket. Does the maid have dialogue? New dialogue? Nah, she doesn't. I wonder if her twin sister would have dialogue. Or someone downstairs. Ah, whatever. What do you need help with, Joymia?
How about here?
A little more to the left.
You got it.
Hey, Yoimiya, do you need a hand?
No, I'm fine. You know, doing the lighting is kind of like designing a fireworks show. It's interesting to imagine what kind of atmosphere the lights will create.
You're not
I
wrong.
heard
That
the
does actually make
Traveler will
sense.
be operating the camera, and Paimon will be the clapper loader, right? Those roles are just perfect for the two of you.
Was she not there when we decided that? Yeah, she wasn't.
Is that because it'll be easy for Paimon to hold the clapperboard while flying?
Yeah.
Well, sure, there's that, but that's not exactly what I meant. I just think that after all your journeys together, you two must have developed a super close bond and just naturally know how to work with each other. If I'm not mistaken, the director will want the cameras rolling as soon as the clapperboard goes clack.
I mean, we usually were filming before that.
Oh, I see. It's amazing to see the magic behind filmmaking.
Yoimiya, we need lights over there too.
Oh, on it! I've got to get back to work.
It's got a
Tell you
familiar
later.
voice. Well, slightly familiar.
It's exciting to see so many people working together to bring the film to life.
These accents. So many people. Usually films have a lot more than this.
Seems
But
like
then again,
Yoimiya's
this is an
really
actual
getting
full house
into it.
production.
But she was right. We do have a super close bond, don't we?
Why were you bringing this up?
Paimon's really happy to hear that.
Why couldn't we make any other dialogue choice? Like, contact people who actually need help. Proceed to talk to Yoimiya who doesn't need any help.
Ayaka has mentioned you to me before. She said that you two were great friends when you were kids.
No, they knew each
No
other. huh?
talking. I'm thinking about how to do your eyeshadow.
Ah, yes. To help me really look the part.
To achieve a more young and naive look for this scene.
Are you saying the wrinkles around my eyes are too deep?
You just have too much of a calculating look in your eyes.
You sure don't mince your words. It seems you really haven't changed much.
Quiet.
Let's say, he says he's like, Ayaka used to play a lot as kids.
this
He
is
would
a real
recognize that.
musket?
He's older than her.
No, it's just a prop weapon.
Not bad. Have you seen a real musket before?
Only in books and newspapers. I made this one based on the relative shape and proportions I saw in reference images.
Nah, bro.
When we're
Mm-mm.
filming, some special gunpowder will be applied around the muzzle, which will help create the flash and smoke effects of a real gun being fired.
No
Which
blank
means
have been
it'll be
invented.
up to the actors to portray the recoil.
That's right. The sound effects for gunshots will also be added in post-production.
Thank you, Veronique. I think I know where to start now. However, the musket's gears and firing pin could still use some work. Adding some wear on the metallic components will make them appear more realistic. Also, be sure to rub the muskets with some oil each time before we start shooting. That'll give the impression that the firearms have been well-maintained.
Good point.
You seem
Would
to
that
know
really
a lot,
come
Miss
through on the film,
Chevres.
though?
I assume you use these types of firearms on a regular basis?
Trains with them every day.
Yes, I perform routine maintenance on my weapons
Yep.
every day. Just like we as people need to eat and sleep, muskets need to be cleaned and maintained.
What are you saying that like
I
a
also
sword isn't
perform
any
similar
difference?
care for my
Exactly, yeah,
sword
that's
every
the same.
day, and familiarize myself with its shape and weight, to the point where it feels like a natural extension of my body.
Yes, this way, our weapons will never betray us in the heat of battle.
Weapon needs to be
Yes,
maintained like
well
a person.
said. It seems we have the same philosophy on this topic.
I don't know how Shervis lost her eye.
Oh, sounds like they found a common interest to talk about.
Musket blew up on her.
Though these props differ from the muskets I use, I can still give you some pointers.
They kicked up. I see that in the back.
Good. I look forward to your instruction.
First and foremost, never point the weapon at anyone, regardless of whether it's a real or prop weapon or whether you're holding it or it's on the table. This holds for any time when you're not actively engaging an enemy.
Okay, understood.
Gun safety.
When aiming the
101.
musket, extend your arm so that it's level with your shoulder, and use your eye to look down the weapon's sights.
Like this?
No, bro. You holding that shit
Not
like a
bad.
fucking
Now, try
sideways.
saying your lines.
This is the end of the road for you.
Yeah, boy, she hold that shit gangster
Good.
style
Now
to the
turn
side.
your body a little. That way, you'll give your enemy less of a target to work with. And relax your shoulders. Here, allow me to demonstrate. This is the end of the road for you.
Huh. Excuse me, Miss Chiori. Director Farina, there's something I wish to discuss with you.
Oh? What is it?
Like this?
Yes, much better.
What do you think?
I do see your point. But are you sure you wish to do this?
I believe it would be most fitting.
Well, if you insist. All right, I understand.
Boy, you gonna swap
Miss
that?
Ayaka, Miss Chevris, could the two of you please come over here?
Let's be two sisters instead of two brothers. I mean, brother sister.
Let's go see.
What is it?
I have a question for you, Miss Chevris. Would you be willing to play the role of a musketeer?
What?
To clarify, I would like to turn over my role to Miss Chevris.
But brother...
Don't worry, Ayaka. I actually view this as a good thing. I was becoming troubled trying to set aside some time to speak to the staff at the Palais Mermonia. I would like to have some conversations about the cultural exchange between our two countries, and I've heard that the bureaucratic process here can get rather complicated. Now, I will be able to focus on my work. Besides, you also know that I'm not really one for public performances.
Are you really sure?
From a director's point of view, I also felt like the relationship between the two musketeers in the original story could be improved. The older brother in the story plays the lead role with his overbearing character, but this causes his character to overshadow that of his sister, and the theme of the two supporting and relying on each other isn't conveyed very well.
So two sisters will play that better?
If we were to change the siblings to two sisters of a similar age, then that aspect of the story might come through more clearly.
The anime style, bro. These two do not look like siblings.
Instructing Ayaka. That cold and dignified personality is exactly what we need for the older musketeer.
Both of them have that cold,
Of course,
dignified personality.
Even with all these insights, the decision should still be made by Miss Chevris.
Chevros mentioned that she really likes the story, right? Paimon bets that she'll take the role.
Yeah, we don't know if she's big on acting, though.
All right, I'll take the role.
Alright, never mind. She just accepted it immediately.
It's decided then. I'll get started on making edits to the script. We'll also need to make some immediate adjustments to the lighting, props, and costumes. I have a feeling that our adaptation will be even better than the original story.
Not if the author
You're
hears
doing
about
a
it and
great
hates
favor
it.
for me, Miss Chevris. You have my gratitude.
Don't mention it. I like this character, so if anything, I should be the one thanking you.
Well, since
Pigeon
my
toed
brother was
stance.
the one who brought up the idea, I suppose there's no need to worry. Let's go, Miss Chevros. I look forward to working with you.
Please, just call me Chevros.
I was wondering how she's gonna fit in better to the story. Sweet.
Seems like you're really going out of your way to solve the problem I was having with your makeup.
Surely you jest, Chiori. I assure you that I was mostly motivated by a desire to spend more time on formal business.
And do other
Oh,
shit.
come on, you really think I'd buy that? According to what I've heard from Ayaka, her brother is someone who can juggle 10 different matters at the same time. I'm sure you have other reasons for backing out.
Perhaps. Ayaka always said she wanted to go out and see more of the world, just like the Traveler. But I feel that she needs not only to see other nations, but also to make some different kinds of friends. I think it would be harder for her to make new connections with me constantly by her side.
The captain of the special forces is a pretty good friend
to
to
give
have.
her some space.
Alright, go on. Spoil her some more.
Ayato, it's too bad you're stepping down from the role. Paimon really wanted to see you act as a musketeer.
This is the punishment you deserve. This is justice.
No need to poke fun at me. I'd wager that you also felt that I wasn't the best candidate for the role.
You seem a bit older.
It's a little hard for Paimon to imagine you saying those lines.
If we only knew what the lines were. Oh, I guess I could have read the damn book.
Yes, I've made an appointment to meet some people from the Palais Mermonia. Now, I will have some more time to prepare.
Traveler, get the camera ready. Paimon, get the clapperboard. Actors, to your positions. We're about to start shooting the first scene.
Let's see if we can construct this into
Go
something.
on now.
What if we can construct it and they're gonna read out the
Please take good
dialogue?
care of
How we
Ayaka.
when you get it in the correct order. Well, good luck on your diplomatic relations.
Thank you. I look forward to seeing the film when it's finished.
See how this quest pans out.
All right. Now that we're all here, let me help set the scene for everyone.
Would you want to be in there, Sherry? Well, I mean,
The first scene
maybe
takes
not.
place when our
Just
two
from
main
Munism, the
characters
same
are
age
still
doesn't mean they know
living
each other.
at the Baron's estate. They've been ostracized and verbally abused by others in the household, but they still have no idea why. We want to capture how naive and innocent they are, despite their pain. Chevris will be playing the role of the older sister, Tulip, and Ayaka will be the younger sister, Iris.
Tulip and
Be
Iris.
sure to get close-ups of the main characters at the right moment. Silence on the set! Lights! Camera! Action!
Let's go!
Tulip, Mother's been out for quite a while now.
Perhaps she went to pick some flowers on the way home. You know how she loves flowers.
Iris, Tulip, I'm home.
Mother, you were out for so long, we were beginning to worry about you.
I'm sorry, but I'm back now, safe and sound. Here, I brought your favorite treat, apple turnovers.
Mother, what are those bruises on your hand?
Ooh, do we want to close up on the mother or Tulip? If they're focusing on the bruises, didn't she say she wanted the act?
Huh? What bruises? Oh, I must have bumped into something while I was working yesterday.
But I didn't notice them this morning.
Then perhaps they're from when I accidentally tripped when I was out just now. By the way, did you have fun playing at home? What's the matter, Iris?
Well, we've realized that no one really wants to play with us.
They even took Iris's doll and spat at us.
Damn, bro.
And they even called us names. They said we were...
Shh. It's all right. Don't worry. Girls, listen to me.
Ooh. Do we pan over all three, or do we do for a zoom shot of each close-up on each character? Let's try a close-up on each.
Doesn't matter what anyone says. Don't listen to them. No one can define you with such words. You both have wonderful lives ahead of you. Just like your names. You will both blossom like beautiful flowers. Maybe your time to blossom hasn't quite come yet, but one day, you two will bloom more beautifully than anything else. Don't let the soil you're in now ruin your future beauty. Understand? My dear daughters.
And cut!
Doesn't Elaine have blonde hair and blue eyes? I just realized that.
Not bad. The actors' emotions were all on point. Let's keep that take.
All right.
Also, if our clapper loader could avoid shouting at the start of the scene next time.
Oh, got it.
I was gonna say, she just shouted
I
immediately.
was a little worried that my nerves would get the better of me. What about you, Chevros?
I felt fine. The lines weren't too difficult at all. Seems like Farina must have adapted the role nicely.
You two were great. I couldn't tell it was your first time acting in a film. You should have more confidence.
Hey.
Thank you for your encouragement.
Positions, everyone! We'll move on to the next scene after we try a few more camera angles. This scene is when our two characters return home, only to discover their mother has been murdered. Ready?
Let's focus on those sweeping shots.
Camera, action!
Mother, we're back! Mother? What's wrong, Tulip?
Iris, stay away!
Huh? Why? What's... Mother! Mother... She's...
Huh? There's poison in this cup.
Huh? I could have sworn I've seen this kind of cup before.
Those aristocrats. They didn't even try to cover up their actions.
Iris, we need to leave this place.
Leave? But now that Mother is gone, where can we even go?
Anywhere. All I know is that we can't stay in this house.
But are we just going to let them get away with this?
We'll have our revenge, I promise you. Just not right now. Come on, let's go.
No, wait. We can't just leave Mother here like this. At least let me leave this rose with her. That's why we went out in the first place. To buy her this flower.
All right. Goodbye, Mother. We'll avenge you. Someday.
And cut! Beautiful!
Damn, bro, I didn't get to do anything that far.
Oh my, you're so amazing, Ayaka! And were those real tears I saw? How did you do it?
Yeah, how did that first time
I was
actor crying like a
surprised, too.
man? Yeah, that's it's
Thank you
difficult
for
to
the
do.
kind compliments. Actually, as soon as Director Farina said action, I told myself not to think about anything. I just felt the weight of the moment and became the character.
This bitch a natural
It's
actor,
quite
bro.
similar to practicing the art of the sword. You clear your mind and focus only on what's happening in front of you.
Is that how that works?
Ayaka's performance was amazing. Have I discovered an acting prodigy? Pipe down, everyone!
Damn,
We need to
bro.
move on to the next scene!
Never let your emotions or intentions be known, bro. Have I discovered an acting prodigy? In the back of her mind, outburst, shut down. Fuck on, we got acting to do. That's... I like it though. A full damn, I feel like quickly passes. Really, you only got to do like one segment? I guess they didn't want people to keep doing segments. I mean, okay, I guess.
Are we done already?
Yeah, are we done already?
Paimon wants to keep playing with the clapperboard.
Playing? You got a job to do, you son of a
Feel,
bitch.
Traveler? Is your arm sore from holding the camera all day?
Isn't it mostly mounted on the shoulder? Also, isn't it on a stand for this? It was a lot of fun.
Good work, you two.
Now let's go hunt some criminals.
You too, Shivers. You were quite the actress today.
I've read this novel many times before. I have a good grasp of my character's mindset. Anyway, do you remember my request from yesterday?
No!
Oh, right! We were having so much fun that Paimon nearly forgot. You have a case where the murders seem really similar to the cases in the novel, right? So, how are they similar exactly.
Did they poison a
In
person?
the story, the main characters grow up to become 2 musketeers, always using their guns to carry out their revenge.
Okay.
And on each of the victims, they place a rainbow rose as a signal that they've returned.
So someone put a rainbow rose on the people they were killing in the...
Yes,
Okay.
that's correct. We found rainbow roses just like
Oh,
in the novel.
multiple victims.
Seems like you're connecting the dots now.
Oh, that does sound pretty concerning.
Not the murder part, just the imitation
Especially
killer.
after seeing the script today. Oh, now Paimon can't stop wondering what kind of ulterior motive the murderer might have.
Be famous. Tarnish our movie.
Big Traveler, you're smart. Paimon wants to hear your thoughts.
I think we can join the case.
Good. On behalf of Fontaine's Special Security and Surveillance Patrol, thank you for your dedication to justice.
You wanted us to join anyways.
There's no time to lose. We should start investigating right away. Follow me.
Huh? Right now?
What exactly are we investigating?
I'm filming all day. Paimon's so tired.
Not the problem, Paimon. We
The
got a
most
job to do.
valuable intel always comes after nightfall. They are like small, remote islands in the middle of the sea. If you don't stay vigilant, you will pass right by them in the fog. That's how one of my favorite books always puts it, at least.
I guess. She's not wrong. Usually you sail into those things and maroon your fucking ship,
Let's
but,
start
you
by
know.
checking out some workshops that sell mechanical components. If the culprit is making their own weapons, it's very likely that they'll visit those sort of places.
Interesting. So muskets aren't widely available, and so we're suspecting that, so we know that no one in the guards, or the special forces, is using their musket. But she said, well, that's all I can disclose. So most likely what it is that it is someone from the special forces, but because they're using their mechanical knowledge to build their own weapon system. Okay, that's what I'm guessing I'm gonna get at. I don't know exactly, but I'm just gonna say exactly. I don't know at all, actually.
Time to act.
Let's see. Mechanical.
Welcome to LeChaux's Clockwork Workshop. How can I help you?
Hello. I'd like to know if anyone has purchased some special components lately.
Special components? Sorry, could you be more specific?
I mean the kind of components that aren't typically used for clockwork toys, but for firearms.
Huh? For firearms? No, we don't sell those sort of things here.
Don't misunderstand. I'm not here to cause any trouble. We are merely investigating a case, and we're hoping that you could cooperate.
Do you sell parts?
Well,
Toy
to be
parts?
completely
No,
honest,
gun parts.
I'm not even sure what kind of components that would entail.
Has anyone ever purchased components here as an individual rather than on behalf of an organization?
Also, when I did this quest for him, like this event with him and his brother, man, did I fuck up his voice, bro. That is not even close to how I thought he sounded.
We have a lot of customers who buy toys, but those who buy components are all regular customers who buy in bulk on behalf of their organization.
Okay.
Is that so? I understand. Thank you for your cooperation.
You're welcome. It's the least I can do.
Okay, so someone isn't buying parts individually. Okay, at least not from toy shops. But even then, I mean, technically, you could still buy a toy and disassemble it to build a gun. If the parts are so broad, you know? But we're just gonna discount that little idea and just go with the fact that someone's probably not buying parts at all.
Time to act.
Oh, hey, Chevris. Run out of oil for your musket again?
Nope,
Hello,
not this
Estelle.
time.
I want to know if anyone has come to your shop recently to order some firearm components.
Oh, is this another case? Let me think. I don't think so. Some people have requested that I make some prop guns for the Fontanalia Film Festival, but I refused all of those requests.
Oh, okay.
Oh, why's that?
Because there's no profit! I only make things here that can do some real heavy lifting. I don't have the energy to make some new molds just for the festival.
Really?
And has anybody come specifically looking for mechanical components?
Well, I usually sell off my scrap to the Fleuve Cendre.
Wow,
I don't typically give them
after you
to
said
one
that?
specific person.
I understand. Thanks for your cooperation.
Don't mention it. Always happy to have the Musketeers' patronage.
Okay, nice transition, bro. Star Wars
Seems like
transition.
we haven't found any leads to go off yet.
Yeah, unfortunately. Alright, let's head to Fliv Sandra next.
Okay.
Huh? Are you sure? People might not be so thrilled to see the captain of the special patrol there.
Who cares? We're going there anyways.
You think so, huh? Then I guess you don't know.
Huh? Know what?
That's where she recruits her men from.
That I grew up in Fliv Sandra.
Like I said, everyone in the Special Forces area is a damn thug. And then we get the dialogue where they're like, please stop hiring horrific people for your organization. Besides, the Spina's down here, bro. And the Spina isn't a direct criminal organization. Well, at least not by most standards.
Hello, I'd like to ask some questions.
I don't know anything.
Nice.
Don't worry, I'm not here to arrest anybody.
You say that now.
It's the truth. Here, take this as my guarantee.
Wait, did Paimon just see what she thinks she saw? Is the captain of the special patrol bribing a citizen?
Called buying in for you, idiot.
Seems you're different from the other guards.
Yeah, she's a real one.
What do you want to know?
Have you heard anything related to muskets in Fliv Sandra lately? Anything at all?
Muskets, huh? All I know is that about 2 weeks ago, we started hearing some loud noises at night. So loud that it's been waking me up.
Someone's been training.
Were they gunshots?
Possibly. It's hard to tell around here.
Honestly.
Someone's house collapsing, a pipe exploding somewhere.
Yeah,
it's all the same.
exactly.
But the noises I'm talking about definitely happened after I fell asleep.
Okay, at night,
Do you
loud
know
noises.
where the noises were coming from?
I don't remember clearly.
Is it that you don't remember, or that you need to think about it some more?
You tell me.
Alright, bro.
Then please, think about it some more.
She's giving her even more.
Problem, will you shut the fuck up? I didn't see
The
anything.
noises came from the end of the southern waterway. I came out and had a look for myself and I wasn't sleeping well, but I didn't dare get too close. That's all I know.
Alright, end of the pipeline.
Alright, I'll take your word for it.
Damn, bro, first person we talked. That's how things are done around here. You
I don't
gotta
need to
adapt.
be surprised. I grew up here, remember? I know how to get people around here to talk.
What talk?
Seems you catch on pretty quick. Now then, let's keep going.
Nighttime, end of the tunnel, gunshots, or loud noises. Let's see. Let's see the bartender. Bartender's here,
Been a while,
everything.
Tatro.
Tatro, that's how you say that? What? Jesus.
Please, just get on with your request.
Very nice.
I want to know if you've heard anybody talking about muskets lately.
Information isn't free, you know.
I've heard that bandits have been extremely active in the countryside recently, and they've been affecting the delivery of goods to Poisson. I can allocate some more manpower to help out with that problem. What do you say?
Little muscle.
You're still as helpful as ever. One of our men got drunk at dinner about a month ago and lost his gun. 3 days later, it turned up in the corner here.
What's weird about that? He just forgot where he put it, right?
Someone had to have taken it.
This is Fliv Sandra, my friend. Anything of value left in the tavern won't ever make it to the next day. But that gun turned out to be an exception. It didn't get any new wear and tear on it, and didn't even appear to have been fired. We were quite mystified as to what could have happened.
Looks like someone got analysis of the
Came
weapon.
back because the weapon was already known to the guards.
You mean, a criminal was afraid the Marechaussee Phantom would use the shot marks to track them down? Maybe. But if that's the case, the culprit really took great care to avoid getting caught.
I didn't say anything about a criminal.
In Fliv Sandra, knowing who was killed is as easy as knowing what clothes you're wearing today. It's the guy living in the east side, isn't it? I've never liked him. Every time he's here, he just orders a drink and sits there with a nasty look in his eyes.
Interesting.
So, who was the one who lost the gun in the first place?
Don't bother. Even if you ask, he wouldn't admit to owning a gun to some strangers. Not to mention the captain of the Special Security Surveillance Patrol.
Illegal firearm, but he lost it. Interesting.
I know you grew up here, Chevros. Even though you're on good terms with the Spina, you've still been gone too long. Not many people know you here now, and a lot of people don't like the Special Patrol.
I know.
So take my advice and don't show your face too much around here. It's for your own safety.
Damn, bro.
I'll come and go as I please. And I'm afraid I'll be appearing more often due to my work.
Yep.
Alright. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Someone's taking notice to her presence. Legal advisor. Imagine working with a legal advisor from the fucking sewer. Alright. Let's see what's going on over here. Someone practicing shooting bottles?
What's all this? Some broken planks and barrels, as well as some liquor bottles?
Someone's practicing the mic
Have a
shit.
closer look, Paimon.
Been scattered by a shot.
Even though somebody has purposefully tried to clean them up. These are obviously marks from musket bullets. In other words, someone was here trying to improve their shot. They were using the barrels and bottles for target practice.
Could it have been the killer?
And certainly someone
Your
with
guess
a
is
gun.
as good as mine. Although many people at Fleuve Cendra own guns, few hide the fact from others. And even fewer would go to such lengths to hide markings from practice shots.
Exactly, bro.
Anyway,
I want someone to know I have a gun, bro. Pull up on me, I'm a blast your ass.
seems like that's all we'll be able to uncover for today.
Paimon feels like we managed to learn a lot more here than up on the surface.
Of course.
Yes. Assuming that everything we found is indeed connected to our suspect, then their timeline was probably something like this. A month ago, our suspect found a gun and took it home to disassemble it. Once he'd figured out its mechanics, he brought it back. In the following weeks, he used some parts to create his own makeshift musket, and took it to the Fleuve Cendra for target practice. Then, a few days ago, he found his target and carried out the murder. Once the deed was done, he left a rainbow rose on the body, just like the scene in the novel.
Built his own damn gun.
That all makes sense to Paimon, but we're still no closer to figuring out the killer's identity.
Let's find out who he killed, yeah.
The deceased was a resident of Fleuve Cendra. It's said that he was a poor, solitary man.
Should have been a nobleman?
Yeah, that's also something I'm trying to figure out. If we are indeed following the novel, and there's a story behind the murder, then this murder should be an act of vengeance. But according to our investigation, the deceased didn't have any enemies. He was no saint, but no one's heard of a rival who hated him enough to shoot him dead. Much less care to leave a rose on his body. What message is the killer trying to convey? And to whom exactly?
The novelist?
We've thoroughly investigated that possibility.
Alright, so...
He claims to have spent the whole day at the Opera House on the day of the murder, and the staff there have confirmed his account.
Okay, so
Okay.
he has an alibi.
So he's got
Not only
that.
that, he lacks a credible motive as well.
He's probably
He
just
has a family
Fontaine,
of his own,
and
and
exactly
both of his
top
parents
number.
are still alive. I've looked into his records. He was adopted at the age of 6, and all the proper procedures were followed. There are also records of him at an orphanage before then.
Hey, bro,
In the
orphanage.
story, the
Uh-oh.
mother of the 2 musketeers was murdered after the children turned 10. Of course, he could have changed the children's ages, but I don't want to assume anything without evidence. More importantly, I've also had a chat with him in person. He didn't seem like the kind of person who would pull the trigger to kill a man.
Then, what should we do now? We have all this new information, but it doesn't help us move forward.
Investigations take time. I didn't expect us to catch the culprit in just a single day.
We wait just a
How
little.
about this? Let's spend the next few days filming with the crew. We can continue the investigation once we're done with the film. I'm sure that given time, new leads will present themselves.
Well, the case will go cold, but yes.
Weren't you saying Intel is like small, remote islands in the middle of the sea just a moment ago? Wouldn't you just miss them if you were to stop looking?
Ah, but the book had more than one reference to the islands, Paimon.
Oh? What else did it say then?
As long as you spend enough time sailing through the fog, you'll eventually come across an island.
I mean, yeah, he's kind of true with that. We gotta say, Chauvrus.
What? Never thought that the captain of the security and surveillance patrol could come from the Fleuve Cendre?
No, that sounds like the type of place you would come from.
You mean rising through the ranks? It was a struggle, for sure. But as long as you can distinguish yourself through your accomplishments
Who
and
else
skills,
would work harder
you'll
than those who are in the
eventually
worst
be recognized for your
situations?
worth. If you look at it another way, my life at Fleuve Cendre
Yeah,
has
exactly.
actually taught me
Once
a
again,
lot
like,
of valuable
the
skills.
people who come from the streets,
Skills
if you put them in like
how to
military
barter with
positions
criminals
or
how to think in their shoes.
positions of power, they somehow do
Of course,
surprisingly
I'd
well.
appreciate
I
it
wonder
if you
why,
could
bro.
keep this a secret between us.
It's the type of thing where you're like, it's probably why she also hires the people who are,
Never thought that the captain of this... Honestly, I'm pretty shocked too. There used to be a time when I thought I would never be able to join the guards.
you always wanted to.
But as long as you can distinguish yourself through your accomplishments, if you look at it another way, skills like how... Of course...
Yeah, people who are out there, the corrections to the underworld, make great assets of cops and fucking forces. Why? Because they've been through it. They have that life experience. They can relate to who they're going after or whatever they're going through. And then let's put something else on top of that. They can fucking... They don't want to go back to that life. Especially criminals who are actually reformed or live in shitty places like this. It's like, I got out. I ain't going back. This also makes them dangerous when they do decide to go back to the life of crime and then they eventually get caught. And it's like, ah, shit. So there's the other side of I ain't going back. But enough about that. I think that's the only person we can talk to for today. Ta-da! Well, in that case, let's wander around a bit. Let's get the second quest done. Alright, so we got Murder Mystery and our first level of filming done. I'm not sure it actually matters how we film the fucking shots, to be honest. I doubt it does. But, for the most part, let's hit that time wait. It's filming time again.
Our schedule is jam-packed for the next couple of days, too. We've got so many different locations and sets to cover.
Yeah, of course we have so many locations and sets.
Anyway, let's head out and meet up with the others.
What are we filming now? So we filmed the mother's death and the opening shots, essentially, of the life before. So now, let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can see the first plot of revenge. I sure hope so. The Long Isle Gimp Through Fog. Oh, what the? Oh, okay, we're just speed warping? I thought we might, you know, actually film each scene. I wonder, are we able to, like, view the full film since we're speed running through it? Or are we just gonna assume it was a good film?
We're looking to wrap with our two main ladies today. I can already smell our success.
Oh, but we're looking to wrap. Oh, so I guess really the film's gonna be like a secondary story element? And the investigation's gonna be the main? I mean, I understood that, but I thought it would be like coincide a little bit more, you know, like be more. Oh well.
What do you mean, looking to wrap?
Finalize everything we recorded for us so far. We might have to go back and reshoot some things though.
Oh, aren't you the expert now?
Yeah, Paimon. I am the expert. Hey, Rainbow Roses.
This upcoming scene is the two musketeers' final confrontation with the Baron. There will be quite a bit of action, but no choreography beyond what we've already rehearsed. Anyway, get ready. Lights, camera, action!
Nailed it.
The view is beautiful tonight. It reminds me of that fateful night 10 years ago.
When we killed your mother.
And now that I've said it, I can even make out the faint fragrance of herbal tea in the air.
Enough, villain! It's time that you pay for the death of our mother!
My dear Iris, have you forgotten your manners? How can you speak like this to your own father?
I'd sooner swallow all of my teeth than call you father.
What did I expect? Seems the daughters have turned out to be just as obstinate as their foolish mother. In this world, Mora and status is everything. She thought she could blackmail me using her children and force me to grant her recognition and concessions? Ah, how naive can a woman be?
Mother never asked a single thing of you. All she wished was for us to live a peaceful life, just like the others.
It was you who personally brewed the poison of prejudice and sent Mother to her death. Compared to that deadly poison, the 2 bullets that will soon pierce through your heart will be like sweet mercy.
And that's exactly why I said you're just as naive as her. Did you really think 2 muskets would be enough to defeat me? So let's see. What is stronger? Mora and power, or the 2 muskets in your hands? Get them!
Philippe! There are too many of them!
It'll be okay. We'll cover each other, Iris.
I'm not sure versus. Okay, well. I should have used her all, bro. I could have played it. Fuck, man.
To think I'd lose to my own 2 kids.
We are no children of yours, and we'll never call that place our home.
We'll execute him.
Then tell me, what did you do all this for?
Revenge.
Lost your mother, and will soon kill your father as well. What will you gain in the end, other than sentences for your crimes?
We will gain our long-awaited justice.
Bro, I'm glad they finally have someone getting executed in the game.
It's over.
Finally, it's over.
Oh, they fucking Boondock Saint his ass, bro. Executed him. Bro, I hope Cloran has an ability. Like, that's what her ult is, bro. It basically just a point-blank downward headshot.
Where will you go now, Tulip?
I'm not too sure, Iris. Maybe somewhere with lots of flowers? After all, Mother always did love going where the blossoms were. What about you?
I want to go visit Mother's grave.
Yeah, you probably both should do that.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Huh? Tulip, look!
What is it?
It's Mother's favorite. The rainbow rose. Look, it's blooming again.
Is that how the book ends?
Excellent! That was beyond mesmerizing. Even I didn't expect the scene to go so well. And we got it in a single take. All right, everyone. We've got a wrap for Tulip and Iris.
That's it, bro? Great, we got to film 2 scenes. Yeah, you've already wrapped your roles. You even got to execute someone, bro. That's a great clip, by the way. Fucking Shervers is blowing a motherfucker's head clean off.
Thank you. I didn't expect our parts to wrap so quickly. I wish I could savor the experience for just a bit longer.
Paimon totally understands. Paimon's not ready to say goodbye to the clapperboard either. Filming has really been a lot of fun. You were great too, Chevres. The way you said, long-awaited justice. It gave Paimon chills.
Chills,
That
just
is
chills.
indeed my favorite line in the whole book. I still remember trying to act it out in my room the first few times I read it.
Probably fired off her actual gun.
Paimon would have never guessed you're that type.
Who doesn't like stories where the guilty are punished and justice prevails over evil? Don't forget, I'm the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
Like I said, like, I like try to act it out in my room a couple of times, bro. You got to act it out now. You are the live action reincarnation of it. So that's kind of hype though. If you like, had your favorite book and then you got to play like the main part that was your favorite in the book, you're like, bro, I get to play this person, bro. Fuck yeah, bro. It's like Henry Cavill in like The Witcher in 40K. They gave like he's like the producer and he got to play Geralt. Shit like that's cool.
Captain, I have something urgent to report.
Please excuse me, everyone. I'll be back in just a moment.
Yeah, still got an actual job to do.
Don't worry about us.
Oh? Was she whisked away by work already? I was just about to tell her how great she did.
Don't worry, we told you.
It seemed like some urgent official business.
Yeah, she's a captain of the guards.
Then
Well,
perhaps
captain of the special
we should thank
force.
the stars that we were able to wrap both of your parts so quickly today. Switching around the filming schedule would have been a real pain.
Honest.
Anyway, I actually came over to let everyone know that we're all done for today. You can go home and get some rest.
Also interesting, we're filming the wrap at the end. I know films, you know, sometimes they're filmed in just ways where it's like, you might film the ending first because certain things or certain actors need to be certain places and things need to be scheduled. And it's like, well, this is not going to actually happen, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean. So we're actually filming the end of the film at the end.
Ayaka, your acting skills today were immaculate as always. Are you sure you won't
It's not,
consider taking
like,
up
uncommon
full-time acting?
to rap
See,
with
I
the
just
fucking end
happen
of the
to know
film.
this great troupe that's still looking for a lead actress.
Thank you for your kind words, Director Farina. Unfortunately, there are still many matters that I have to take care of back home at the Yashiro Commission.
Like I said,
I cannot remain in Fontaine to pursue an acting career.
not yet, at least.
Nevertheless, I will make sure to treasure this incredible opportunity in my heart.
Oh, that's a shame, but I understand. Just let me know if you ever change your mind.
Hey, bro, when they do the Genshin time skip 20 years, be like, hey, look, this is young Ayaka in this film. This is your mom, which she actually did a movie in Fontaine. It's a cult classic.
I believe it's also about time for me to take my leave. But hopefully I'll see you on set over the next few days. Even though my part's wrapped, I'd still like to swing by and help out the crew. See you tomorrow, Traveler in Paimon.
Oh, okay.
See you tomorrow.
Did I misinterpret that? We didn't wrap filming. We just wrapped the leads up. Okay, so, right, we're not done filming. We still have to... Okay, so, yeah, I was going to say, the end of the film would never really wrap with the end of it. Usually you wrap up whoever you can, if you have actors' time. So, yeah, I was right. Okay. Yeah, we're just done with them.
Well, what should we do next? Maybe we'll go investigate the case some more with Chevres today.
Yeah, well,
Traveler,
what else are we going to do?
Please come with me.
It sounds like we're doing that anyways, bro.
Huh? Where are we going?
To investigate the case of Chevres today.
That our ship has finally chanced upon one of those small, remote islands of intel.
Nice mouth. Didn't move at all. Hey, the Blight Novelist was there, bro. Wish you can learn something from that. Where the hell are we going? Fuck it. Mount Snuffleupagus, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Paimon's exhausted. Paimon definitely didn't expect having to float this far after a full day of filming.
You don't float, you propel yourself off the ground. We've talked about this.
Here.
Did you find a new clue, or are you gonna execute us?
Affirmative. It wasn't anything conclusive, but it should show us a clear way forward.
Yeah, okay, bro.
Have you ever heard of someone by the name of Emily?
Nope.
Oh,
well,
you
yes,
mean that famous
perfume person.
She's a good friend of mine. She's lent me her aid several times in the past to resolve some difficult cases. After I discovered the rainbow rose at the scene of the murder, I sent it to her. After all, she's probably the foremost expert on flowers and scents in all of Fontaine.
Still haven't seen her yet.
And then?
There was nothing remarkable about the flower or the trace amounts of soil left on it.
Okay, this is a regular rainbow rose.
But according to Emily, the rainbow rose left by the killer was derived from a very rare cultivar.
Huh. Paimon didn't know that there were different varieties of rainbow rose. Paimon just thought they grew everywhere in the wild.
Are you stupid?
Flowers that are deliberately cultivated will always show some different features from those that bloom in the wild. We already knew that the rose left at the scene belonged to a special cultivar, but with Emily's expertise, we were able to pinpoint the place where it was first picked from.
Here?
Oh, Paimon gets it now. So whoever first planted that rainbow rose was probably the killer.
Well, maybe not.
Precisely. And after we checked what we learned against some sales records from the past, We discovered that there's only one person in
Oh,
all
okay.
of Fontaine who could grow and sell this
Never
specific
mind. You know,
cultivar.
it could just be anyone who was planting. It could be related to the killer, or the killer could know them, or the killer could be friends with them. But no, there's only literally one person. So yeah, this one has to be the killer.
Really? And who is it?
They showed some very conclusive evidence on things that have wild leads, and it could go anywhere. I always find that funny. It's just the way it's written.
It's the novelist.
Yeah, right, bro.
But didn't you say he had an alibi?
Someone has to be trying to frame him.
To be clear, I haven't changed my mind about him. I still don't think he was the one who pulled the trigger. However, that doesn't mean the true culprit never visited him at his home or never purchased a rainbow rose from his garden. Whatever the case, we will have to confirm a number
Okay,
of things.
that's all I was gonna say. Okay, so not as conclusive as they make it out to be.
We need to go is...
The novelist is in the house.
Yes, we're going to pay him a visit at his home.
Damn, bro. After you just filmed the last scene of your favorite character from his novel. Nah, but she's just using this as bait to go meet the novelist, bro. She has no actual goal to catch a killer. When are they gonna make the game more dynamic and make it so that Chevrolet's the damn killer? He lives in the countryside underneath the Aquabus bridge? Interesting.
That should be his house.
That's not too bad.
There are so many Gardamex stationed around the place. That's pretty unusual, right?
According to what he told me last time we spoke, he hired them so he won't be harassed or disturbed.
Damn, bro.
So there are a lot of flowers in his garden, but Paimon doesn't think we'll be able to pick one without alerting the Gardamex.
We don't really plan on picking one.
Which is exactly why I think there has to be a special connection between him and the killer.
Well, the guard's always there?
So, should we knock?
Just wait here for now. I'd like to take care of a number of those Gardamex first.
Bruh.
But they're so far away. How are you planning to do that?
How are you planning on doing that? Why are you shooting his property? They shouldn't attack on sight. That's not how they work.
Don't forget, Paimon. I'm actually the real-life captain of the Musketeers.
Oh, we're just gonna straight up go in and start blow these motherfuckers away with their sniper. Okay. Bro, this is great, bro. Put this as an actual character. What the fuck? This should have been her kit. Do you not shoot their Oisa shot? Well, it doesn't matter now. I sent him with the second shot anyways. Bro, that's great. I know that's a game mode they added. Bro, put that as a character kit. I want a character that has the sniper and just blows motherfuckers' heads off. It won't be Chlorine because he only uses the pistol. Cerberus is the only character we know when we used it.
Paimon's a little nervous now that we know he could be the killer. Can we go over our plan of action again?
We'll just kill him back.
I'll go knock on the door and make sure it's safe inside. Once we're sure that we're in the clear, I'll ask him to come with us for a quick round of questioning at the guard's headquarters.
But can't we just arrest him?
No,
We
on
still
suspicion.
have no evidence that he's the killer, or that he lent the killer any direct aid. Still, it would be appreciated if you could pick a rainbow rose from his garden for me while I'm talking to him. It'll help the Marachose Phantom confirm Emily's theory.
Sure, no problem. Just be careful, Chevrolet.
Just be careful. Bro, he's not gonna talk to the fact that there were 6 gunshots outside his house and you destroyed all his mechs who were friendly. Not sure. Is it legal to hire Gardamex that attack people on sight just for walking by on an open path? Like, what? Like, they should have been friendly. We could have just walked right past them. And she's just like, nah, I might shoot these motherfuckers. What kind of system is designed in this place?
Excuse me, Mr. Baptiste, are you home?
Ain't no way his name is John Baptiste.
Oh, it's you, Officer Chevrolet.
Would you mind accompanying me to the guard's headquarters, Mr. Baptiste? We would like to ask you some questions about a case.
Oh, is it still regarding the
Really? It's a
murder
young
case from
dude?
before?
Thought it'd be an older
I
dude.
cannot confirm or deny that at this time.
So it is then.
Listen, I need you to come with me, Mr. Baptiste.
Miss Chavras, I'll save you the trouble. Oh, and you two over there? There's no need for you to pick my flowers either. It's not time for them to bloom yet.
Oh! Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he heard
By
those secrets.
saving me the trouble, you mean...
I will confess. I was the killer.
Nah, right.
Huh?
He just admitted he's guilty!
No shit.
Please relax, everyone. I'm not armed. The musket you're looking for has been buried in my backyard.
Very tinny
Then it's
voice.
my responsibility to inform you, Mr. Baptiste, that everything you say right now will be used as evidence for the inevitable trial.
Yes, I am perfectly aware of that.
I must say, I hate this feeling.
Oh? Is it because I confessed? Or because you've been proven wrong?
Both, I suppose.
Why'd you kill that man in Fulvestre?
For the same reason as the one I wrote out in my novel, of course. I did it to exact revenge. I know you haven't figured out the link between the two of us. Had you done so, I'd have been taken away to the headquarters a long time ago. But that won't stop me from always remembering his grotesque face. After all, he was the one who killed my mother.
Your mother is still healthy and well.
My real mother.
You know, I was adopted as a child. I was referring to my birth mother.
That was never recorded in the orphanage's records.
Please forgive a 6-year-old child for concocting some lies to protect himself after watching his mother die right in front of him.
So, your novel, it was like a record of your life?
No, of course not. It was a work of fiction with many embellished parts.
So you aren't a murderer that went around hunting.
I am indeed the illegitimate son of a wealthy and influential man who abused his power to murder my mother. That part was 100% real.
Okay, so how...
The man you killed didn't have a Mora to his name.
Maybe not anymore.
He was a hired assassin.
Oh, okay.
An irredeemable beast who sank his fangs into a defenseless woman just for a few bags of Mora.
But if that's really the truth, you wouldn't be telling us any of this now. You still haven't managed to take revenge against your father, the true mastermind behind it all.
Yeah, but you haven't even killed that fucker yet.
I never thought I'd hear that kind of thing from the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
Then you weren't listening correctly.
I'm simply skeptical about your motives.
It's simple, really. I've grown tired of everything and don't want to shoulder this burden anymore.
Did your book just become super popular?
Me too soft to pull the trigger. Well, as it turns out, you are exactly right. I've become overwhelmed by the aftermath of the murder.
So you're going to call a stop to your revenge, just like that?
The true mastermind is too rich and too powerful for me. I've accepted that I will never be able to avenge my mother alone.
And so what? The characters in your book never gave up?
Now, Officer Chavras, I'm the one who has killed a man, aren't I? Are you trying to convince me to commit another crime?
Yeah.
What's your father's name? How do you plan to prove the veracity of all of your claims?
Well, I'd like to speak with you privately.
Sure. Why don't we speak privately at the guard's headquarters?
No, it has to be here. I must ensure that we won't be overheard.
Fine. Let's talk here.
When I said won't be overheard, I meant by anyone. I would like to speak with you and you alone.
How's that gonna play out, bro? We can go somewhere else for now.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
We can go dig up that musket in the back.
Stay safe, Chevron.
No, I guess the guard should do that.
All right. Let's hear it.
Please stay safe. She still has a vision, by the way.
You really believe what I'm about
She
to
can at least
say?
summon fire to melt this dude.
That depends on what you're going to tell me.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Then listen closely.
Yeah, but we don't get to hear it either.
So that's how it's all connected.
So, it seems you believe me after all.
Do you want me to go public with this?
No, of course not. At least, not right now.
Then why did you bother telling me?
You've read my work. What do you think?
She's gonna take the revenge for him.
Even if you
Oh
were to
my
go public
goodness.
with all of this right now, he'd simply deny everything. It's been too long. Almost 20 years. Anything that could be used as evidence has long faded away. Even if there might have been a solitary island of truth once upon a time, it has long sunk beneath the waves by now. Justice will never find him.
Not if you don't try.
I know that as the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol, you will always stand on the side of justice. But do you really think a cushy life in prison really constitutes justice for him? I bet he could lead an extremely comfortable life in the fortress of Meripede.
What are you trying to say?
I've been observing you from a distance. Your portrayal of the musketeer was exquisite. Pull the trigger of justice against him. Let the villain get what he deserves.
You want me to let you go so you may complete your revenge?
No, Officer
Damn,
Chavras.
bro, he wants her to
I
kill
know
him.
that would be impossible. No.
He wants her to kill him, bro.
It's for you to perform the deed on my behalf.
Please tell me she executes that motherfucker, bro. That shit is fire if she does. That might be the single best Genshin story quest if she fucking kills that motherfucker.
Oh, Paimon's worried. What if he decided to attack her?
Nah, he won't. Yeah, he's the one I'd be worried about. You don't really attack vision wielders unarmed and think you're gonna win.
Oh, you do have a point. Still, do you have any idea who the rich person might be? And why the novelist doesn't want us to hear what he's saying to Chevres?
Nouvellette.
Sorry to keep you waiting, you two.
Hey, how did your talk go?
Did you figure out who the rich person he mentioned was?
I've already sent someone to escort Baptiste back to the headquarters for questioning.
How?
He wasn't lying about the musket.
Did you
It was
radio
indeed
that?
buried in his backyard.
But what about the name? Did he tell you the name of the rich guy?
Yeah.
Yes, he did. But for now, I have to return to the Special Patrol. There are still a few loose ends I need to tie up.
Wow, is she gonna do it? You know she's keeping something from you.
I'll probably be quite busy over the next few days, so apologies if you don't see me on set.
All right, Paimon understands if you can't tell us everything you know. We'll just keep an eye on the Steambird then.
Actually, there's still something else I need your help with.
Oh, what's that? Long Isle glimpse through the fog. It's raining. What a terrible day for rain.
Ornate umbrellas that block neither rain nor shine.
Okay.
Their sole purpose is for decoration upon.
Yeah, I don't think there's anyone we talked to during this quest, so we'll call it. Bro, I hope, bro, they gotta write it that she kills him. Bro, I know she won't, bro, because I don't want to. You can't murder anyone, bro. But if she does the execution, actually, come on, bro. You know that shit's gonna be beyond fire if she kills a motherfucker in a quest, bro. I guaranteed have to pull for her. Any character that has a kill count is worth pulling for. I tell you what. Okay, for now, I'm gonna stop streaming. I know it's only been an hour. I might hop back on later tonight and stream some more. But for now, I got something to take care of. You heard my nephew screaming. So, I'm gonna take care of that. And let's see, what time is it? It's 4, maybe 6, 7, 8, 9. Might come back on stream some more. But for now, we'll call it here.